Hello everyone, good morning. I hope you had a good day today. So, today we will continue our lesson about the new subtopic. There is rationalize the denominator. So, before we talk about our new subtopic, let's do a review time. So, look at this. This is the basic formula of the fraction A over B. So, the number on the top, we call it numerator. And the number on the bottom, we call it denominator. Basically, fraction has the same model like division. A divided by B, you can write down A over B. For example, 6 over 3 is equal to, or 10, 20 over 5 is equal 4. But what if I have a fraction like this? 6 over square root of 3, 10 over square root of 5, or 120 over square root of 20. How to solve it? Basically, the number on the top is the type of integer or rational number, and the number on the bottom is the type of irrational. You can't solve the equation like this if the denominator is still root. That's why you have to find the equivalent model to make the fraction into rational. But how to rationalize this denominator? Basically, there are two formulas in rationalize the denominator. The first formula, if you have equation A over square root of B. So, you can rationalize this model into multiply with the same denominator, A over square root of B, multiply with square root of B over square root of B. Square root of B over square root of B is equals 1. So, even you multiply with denominator, it cannot change the answer. So, it's equal A times square root of B over square root of B times square root of B is equal B. So, this is the answer. And the second model, if I have A over square root of B plus minus square root of C. And the denominator will be addition or subtraction of roots. So you can write down or you can multiply with the denominator, but remember you have to change the operation. If the question about addition, and you have to multiply with the negative. But why we need to rationalize the denominator? Okay, for example, if I have equation 6 over square root of 3 plus square root of 3, it's impossible to solve this equation without calculator, right? So, that's why you need to rationalize this fraction to make you easier to solve the equation. So, first, you have to rationalize 6 over square root of 3. You have to multiply with denominator square root of 3 over square root of 3 is equal 6 times square root of 3 over 3. And you can simplify into 2 times square root of 3. And next is not the answer. You have to add with square root of 3. 2 square root of 3 plus square root of 3. because they have the same roots and they have the same number inside the roots, so you can write down 3 times square root of 3. Let's redo an exercise together. The first question, square root of 2 over 3 times square root of 8. Multiply with 3 square root of 8 over 3 times square root of 8. Now you just need to do a calculation. Is equal square root of 2 times 3 times square root of 8 over 9 times 8. It's equal 3 times square root of 16 over 72. You can simplify into 1 over 6. So this is the answer. Question number 2, you can use the formula number 2. So 18 over 6 plus 4 times square root of 8. You can do a calculation with multiply with the denominator, but you have to change the operation. In the equation, the operation is plus, so you have to multiply with minus. And you just need to do a calculation. Now you just have to do a distributive law. 108 minus 72 times square root of 8 over minus 92. So later the answer will be minus 27 plus 36 times square root of 2 over 23. So this will be the answer. Question number 3. To solve this question, you have to do a rationalize of the denominator for each fraction. For example, 2 over square root of 6, you have to do a rationalization of this fraction, and you can get square root of 6 over 3. And for the next fraction, square root of 6 over 2 times square root of 3, over 2 times square root of 3. And you can get the answer 2 times square root of 18 over 12. So you can get the answer 1 over 2 times square root of 2. Now you just need to do a calculation for subtraction. Square root of 6 over 3 minus square root of 2 over 2. And you can simplify the number. And this is the answer, square root of 6 over 3 minus square root of 2 over 2. For the next subtopic, we'll learn about scientific notation. But before that, look at this picture. In this picture, this is the Earth and this is the Sun. Do you know how far from the Sun into the Earth? From the Sun into the Earth is so far away. That's around 149,600,000 kilometers. Can you imagine? That's so far away. Even that's around 380 times more far if you're going around the world. Now you can imagine it's so far away. But it's a little bit hard to say it, this number, right? Because there are a lot of zero and it's also hard to write because there is a lot of zero. That's why today we will learn together how to make it simple to say and to write with scientific notation. So what is scientific notation? So scientific notation or standard form is special way to writing the numbers. For example, if I have 700 in a number, I can change in scientific notation with 7 times 0 square, or 4,900,000,000 in number, I can write down 4.9 times 0 with 9. But how does it work? So for example, if I had 700, I can write down 7 times 10 square. To find 700, we can multiply 7 times 100, right? And 100 we can change into indicates with 10 square. So we can substitute 100 with 10 square. So it will be 7 times 10 square. So let's do an exercise together. If I had 18 million, so to find 18 million, I have to multiply 18 times 1 million. And I can change 1 million into indicates. With 10 because there are 6 zeros, so 10 with 6. Now I can substitute 1 million with 10 with 6. So this is the scientific notation of 18 million. So for the question number 2, 0.0000052. How to write into scientific notation? Well, to find this number, we have to do a multiplication 52 times 1 over 10 million. Because there are 7 number after comma. So this will be 10 million. So 52 times 1 over, because there are 7 0, 10 with 7. Remember about the negative fraction? So we can write down 52 times 10 with negative 7. So this is the scientific notation of that decimal. And the next, from the scientific notation into a number, 65.84 times 10 third. So we can write down 65.84 times, because 10 with third is equal 1000. So we can simplify, we can change the decimal. So it will be 6,584 times 10. It will be 65,840. So this is the answer. Okay, thank you for watching and see you in the next video.